안녕하세요 여러분, 질문 Amanda입니다. Hello guys, my name is Amanda Ahelaka and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 tips for learning a new language. So if you want to know about those 5 tips, you need to stay to the end of the video. So the first thing you need to do is to watch movies. I know I have mentioned this a lot of times on my channel, but watching movies is very good. For example, if you are not living in the country where the language you are learning is being spoken, it's really hard to be around those who speak the language and to get used to the language. But watching movies will help you to get used to the language. For example, you are watching a movie about Korean or a movie about French or whatever language you are learning, you tend to absorb new words or new sentences while watching the movie, unknowingly or knowingly. Now what I do is, like the first time, I watched the movie just because I want to watch the movie and I enjoy watching it. Now when you're watching the movie, subconsciously you are taking in, your brain is remembering some words which you do not know. Now just imagine you are hearing 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Every movie you see 안녕하세요 or 잘못했습니다 or 감사합니다, words like that. When you hear it in the first movie, you see the translation, you know that okay, this means thank you, or this means hello, or how are you, or whatnot. When you hear it in another movie, you will know the meaning of that word. And if somebody says it, or maybe peradventure you are watching a movie, because it happens to me all the time. Maybe I'm watching a series and there's a particular episode that doesn't have a subtitle. I know the meaning of what they're saying. I understand what they're saying. Maybe not perfectly, but I can pick 1 or 2 words and tend to maybe form the sentence in my head. So that's what I normally do. That's when I was learning Korean language. So what you need to do is to either get a book or a pen. Now the first time, you don't want to do it like a chore. Just watch the movie, watch the movie, get to know the characters, understand the concept of the movie. Then the next time you're watching the movie, you can probably get a notepad or a book and a pen. Now take down some words that you hear often. Even though you don't know how to spell it, take down the words or take down the meaning of the words. Then later you can check your translator to know, okay, I know they said this thing means hello. How do I say it in Korean? How do I write it in Korean? This is very good, and it helps you to be able to listen. You are hearing the language all the time, you understand, you get used to the language and you will love it more. Now the second thing you need to do is to register for classes. I know it's not easy to see classes, maybe physical classes. Like me, I was fortunate to find where they were teaching Korean language here in Nigeria at the cultural center, but it might be difficult for you or any other person to find a particular center where they are teaching a language. Now the good thing is you have people who teach this language online. Yes, on YouTube. Yes, like for example Korean, you have Talk to Me in Korean. You have this Billy that teaches Korean online. So you can find out different channels that you can learn the foreign language from. Okay, find different channels on YouTube or online. Just Google it. Where to learn French language? How do I learn Italian? How do I learn English, Spanish? Whatever you want to learn, just Google it. The internet should be your friend, you understand? You need to get yourself familiarized with the internet. Just register for classes because it's very good. You'll be able to ask questions, and if you are lucky, your question might be the next topic for their next video. Okay? Now the third thing you need to do is to get yourself good textbooks. You need to get yourself good textbooks and follow up. Now these people who teach online, some of them have textbooks that they recommend or textbooks that they wrote by themselves that are very good for you. So you need to get yourself those textbooks and then go through it, read it. Get yourself familiarized with the textbooks. Having textbooks help a lot. It's just like you going to the school and you are offering a course or having offering a subject and you don't have the textbook. Textbooks open you to a wider range of things that you might not even notice. Like for example, in Korean, we have to use ni or gout, when to use those particles and stuff like that. And for French, like for you to know like this is masculine, this is feminine, and I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So just get yourself a good textbook. Now if you go to Talk to Me in Korean website, they have textbook that you can buy, and some of them you can print online. So Talk to Me in Korean is a very good site for you to get good textbooks, and you can also browse about it. Browse about free textbooks in Korean, free this and free that. You will get your good source. You will get a good source for your textbooks. Now the fourth thing you need to do, or the fourth tip I can give you, is to get yourself acquainted with language learning apps. Now language learning apps are very efficient, they are very good, and they help people to learn language better. Now if you take Memrise for example, Memrise has this daily schedule where they teach people, or they remind you about that you're supposed to learn something on Memrise today. You can use 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes, depending on how busy you are. You can take it. And if you've not seen my video about language apps that I recommend, please check out the link in the description box. After you watch this video, check out the link in the description box, and I'll also leave the link up there, so click the link and watch the video. Now these are the apps that work for me personally. I am not forcing it on anyone, but they are apps that I use, and I'm giving you these apps so that you can try it out and see if it will work for you. But language learning apps are very, very good. Now for example, you want to translate something, you don't know how you're going to translate it. You need a translator. A translator is an app, so you need the app in order for you to be able to translate it. Whether you're learning a language or not, maybe you're just going to visit the country, you need to be able to converse in that language. So a translator will help you. So get yourself acquainted with language learning apps. Now the fifth, final but not the final thing you need to do is practice. It doesn't make sense when you've learned all these things and you can't practice. You need to get yourself a practice partner, whether it's with your language student or better still, a native of that language. For example, you are learning Chinese, you need to find someone who speaks Chinese that you can be practicing with. The person will be able to correct you and maybe tell you, okay, this statement is wrong, this statement is right. And one app that you can use to do this very well is Hello Talk. Now a lot of you might know Hello Talk and you might be using it. Yes, it's very good. You can find people with different languages. They want to learn your language, you want to learn their language, okay? So you can get yourself a Chinese friend, Italian friend, Korean friend, or whatever, and just practice with the person. And one thing that is good about Hello Talk is that the native speaker can actually mark and give you a good mark or a cross, how do I say it, that you do not get this statement wrong. So the person will help you to correct that statement, and when they've corrected you, you'll be able to use that statement more, and you'll be able to get yourself familiarized with the correct form of using that statement. And the final thing you need to do is just have fun. If you're not having fun while you're learning the language, you are not going to learn it, okay? Have fun while you're learning the language, because it's very good. Whether you're watching a movie, if you're watching a particular movie and you don't enjoy it, stop, change the genre, change the everything, just find another movie. If you like thriller and you see a romantic movie, why are you watching a romantic movie? Watch the thriller like that, because it won't absorb, okay? You won't absorb anything from the movie. So one thing I do is I don't force myself to watch movies that I'm not interested in. If I start a movie and I don't understand it or it's not making sense, I stop it and I pick another one, okay? So if you need movie recommendations, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will be sure to make a video about that. And so this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you put into practice everything I have said today. And if you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, don't forget to share my video, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.